Although I could do that too, so yeah. Yeah, yes, give me that any time of the week. Top 10 reasons not to put two Rhine mains in the same room.
Absolutely.
But no, so we're interviewing this guy. So for people who don't know, I don't know how you don't know, but he's trying to spread positivity in a godforsaken toxic community. So introduce yourself, my boy.
I am the Snap. I want a little bit of a nicer Overwatch experience, and to do that, I need nicer people.
Which is
One
true.
way to do that is building a community of nice people.
Exactly, yeah, that is true. So basically, this is gonna be part of a series where I go around interviewing small people, like smaller content creators in a sense. So snaps first, then when somebody I know, and then I'm gonna try and somehow worm my way into interviewing Poe, which is a brig main, in otherwise known as Gremlin Milkers or Goblin Milkers. Like
Gremlin
I think her battle name is Goblin Milkers. I don't know why. It's just that's our name. So I've got a couple of questions prepared for this motherfucker right here. And obviously, it's just we both know this community is very toxic at the current moment in time. It has gotten a bit better. I have noticed it. It's gotten a bit better. And Jesus Christ, Reinhardt, we get it. You've got a mythic camera. Stop flashing in my face. That's all I see every 2 seconds. I'm just
That's why I
gonna.
have to keep spinning my hammer.
I'm just gonna kneel. Yeah, this is just like a second thought. If I'm not in Reinhardt, it's like I am subconsciously pressing this, and I'm like, "Where's my hammer spin? Oh wait."
Yeah, it bugs me when
Oh
I
yeah.
have like an alt account and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
where's
Tell
my
me about
hammer
it.
spin, bro?
Yeah, where is it? So yeah, it's the current moment of time I've noticed since Rivals is not in the best state, a lot of more of the pent up players we shall say are coming back at the current moment in time, which is a bit annoying. But more people in the community, the better, I suppose. I don't know about your lobbies, but mine have very much felt like they're trying to play for Grand Nationals.
Oh yeah, that's almost every lobby I'm in. I mean, I
Yeah.
get well, I'm like a diamond tank, so I get put into like top 500 to masters
Yeah.
type of
I
lobbies.
I I
It's
was.
like just go to the OWCS, man. You can make it. I believe in you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I was in plat. The drives came along, and I got hit with a losing trend. And
Now
it's
last season wasn't so bad for
no,
me.
oh no. Last season actually, quick play last season was actually really good.
I was talking about comp.
Oh,
I
comp
got
was
92% win rate
comp.
on Ryan right now.
Damn. Lucky for some. I was mainly solo queuing while the sweats come on after 9 to 5. So there's that. I go to bed early.
Someone had to be angry at the
Oh yeah.
game.
Oh yeah. So someone just thought, I'm gonna be angry at the game. But going through first a big question. What's your opinion on Sombra being essentially in a permanent purgatory in terms of bans?
Um, I mean, it really sucks. She's not even like a terrible. She's annoying, which to deal with. But other than that, like she's kind of like a mosquito. She hacks you, she pokes you, and then she flies away. Like that's about it.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
she might get some picks, but if you turn around all at once, she's gonna fly away.
That's true. Don't get me wrong, I can understand some of the hatred towards Sombra, especially with support players. Meaning Brig, myself in support, it's really not that hard to deal with Sombra. She comes along, she hacks you, you whip shot her. The moment Sombra takes damage, she can't hack. It's as simple as that. On a similar note, Azaria has like a 90% ban rate as well.
Which I also don't understand. It's she's if you hold corners and if you just don't shoot her bubble, sure she's still actively shooting at you, but as soon as she's out of bubbles, she's done for. She's cooked.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
Like
I've
every comp game I've played against Azaria, I've always won. They've
yeah.
always switched to Ram or Orisa, and then it was back to fighting.
Don't get me wrong. I've had a few people tell me that I'm one of the most annoying Reinhardts to go against at times, but which is fun, you know.
Oh, I've been told I'm just like I'm scary to be
Oh yeah,
against.
I've had that as well. But I've my friend circle, you'll have people who go, oh, I'll try your main, I'll see how it goes. No one in my friend zone plays Brig because they just know they're like, nah, like Dreddy, no, we don't fuck with this guy's Brig. Like we don't because it's scary. The shit he can do.
Yeah.
I'm out here scrapping full on Ramatras in his big man form and winning. So it says something, I suppose. But it's just a case of the Lucio Mafia is everywhere as well, which is hilarious. I love it. It's
Oh yeah.
Lucios are either like the most goated players ever, or they're just like, yeah, I'm just here to have a good time. I'm just here being me, which I
Oh,
love.
it's so fun playing Lucio though.
Oh yeah,
I
Lucio's
mean,
so fun.
you get so people get so upset about
Oh, it is.
how I play Lucio,
It's
but
like,
like, I'm trying to have fun. If
the,
I'm in quick play, I'm gonna do whatever I want.
yeah, it's like everyone has their own distinct way of playing that character in their own way of doing things. So why should it matter what we're doing compared to like the top percentage in the world? Why should it matter what we're doing with that regard? End of the day, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
because there's such a huge skill difference. So and obviously, apart from the toxicity, what motivated you to come to content creation and do this? What you do?
Um. Well, to be honest, like I hated playing Overwatch. Like, when I first started playing, it was no fun. Like I only did it because my friends played Overwatch and I kept playing it and playing it. I kept hammering in like Soldier, Baptiste, and Ryan. Those are like the main three heroes I've played my whole life on Overwatch, and it was the kindness that people would show me that kept me playing really, which really like inspired me in a way to just want to like double it, give it to the next person,
Yeah, which I understand.
because I because if it's going to be helping not just like get rid of people in the game, but like improve their experience and also grow the amount of people that want to share that experience, then it's just going to be a bunch of nice people and fun games.
Yeah.
I think it just makes sense.
Which is good because for a while I detested playing Overwatch. I was like I viewed it as a chore because I never played Overwatch 1. I never played it. I never played the first Overwatch. One of my mates, he came to me and he's like, "Hey, Overwatch 2 is coming out. You might like it." I thought, right, okay. Started as a DPS player, and then I moved to support. He's like, "Right, try Mercy. You might like her." She was fun. And then Junkers Revenge came out. Started playing Brig in there, got the hang of her. I thought, right, she's not bad. She'll be the second support I play. And then I had a really bad Brig at one point, and which bless them, they were trying. Looking back at it now, they were trying what they could do, given the team comp we were up against. But obviously, me being a spiteful little shit 90% of the time, at times, I thought, nah, I'm a main Brig on support. And fast forward, here we are. And my Brig is my second most played hero, along Ryan and Kiriko. So it's mental. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I can't play Brig. I can't play a support Ryan because it's just too little HP.
Oh yeah.
I like to go. I like to go fucking
Yeah.
nose deep into every fight I
Oh yeah.
can, but but that's
That's
just the wrong
that's the
thing to
thing.
do.
The way it is with Brig, right? Your Ryan will help if you've played Ryan as much as we do. It helps your Brig. You pick up habits from your Ryan and your Brig. Good habits from Brig transfer to Ryan into good stuff for Ryan. But the worst thing is, it's when you're on Brig and you press whip shot and you be playing Brig for maybe 5 or 6 games. You just swap to Reinhardt. You press Brig's whip shot button is Reinhardt's charge button. So you go in
Yeah.
Reinhardt, you think, I've got a whip shot. You end up charging 6 foot deep into the enemy's rear and spontaneously combusting. So you got nothing to do there. But it is definitely the kindness in the community that does keep me going as well. Because I went from seeing a bunch of Shelby Bob stuff, which he's kind of got on a hiatus. No one knows where he is at the moment. That man's just disappeared out of nowhere, which is
Yeah, he
fair enough.
makes like he made like a goodbye video, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
like the last I've seen of him.
he
He has like talked to me from time to time, but it's really just been like kind of small talk, kind of
yeah,
like
just understandable.
because when the Americans thought that TikTok was going to be taken down,
Hmm.
he was like, good luck with your endeavors, and I was like, well, thank you, and good luck with yours.
Yeah,
Because
which is
he did say he was going to be going on to Twitch,
oh,
and I still yet to see him live, unfortunately.
yeah, it could just be a multitude of reasons. We don't know why. But it's just
He might have a life. and
yeah, everyone's got a life outside of Overwatch.
oh yeah.
Um, but it's just the fact that I never considered playing Reinhardt myself until one I saw Shelby Bob play, and I thought, shit, Ryan's just a bigger rig, but cooler. And then I saw the
Oh,
Reinhardt.
really?
Then I saw the Reinhardt cinematic, and I thought, no, 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 no. This is my tank right here, because I was struggling to find a tank I wanted to play. I was doing Diva, Sigma, Doomfish, played Reinhardt about 5 or 6 games, and went, nah, this is my guy. This is my tank. You can fuck right off. And it's gone to the
Oh yeah.
point in my friend zone. I am not. I'm just not my name. I'm just Daddy Ryan, and I love it. And it's just I get, hey, Dreddy, we need a Daddy Ryan. I'm like, hey yo, I'm like, you need Daddy Ryan? I'm like, yeah. And there's always one thing they can do to get me on this game. There's always one thing. It's when I go, nah, I'm not playing Overwatch. It's like, yo, we need Daddy Ryan. I'm like, I don't care. I'm having fun doing this and that. Like, and I just get hit with the biggest thing, and it's like, fuck yous. He goes, damn, I didn't realize you would refuse a call. I thought your whole thing was answering the call. And I just kind of like, okay, yeah, fine, I'll do it. And I'm like, oh, bet, come in. But no, because it worked for me. I saw Shelby Bob stuff, and then after a while, your stuff started, like, it was just like an infestation on my For You page. It was just everywhere. Every, like, 2 scrolls, I am the snap, I am the snap. Oh, Jesus Christ, who is this guy? You know, I did my poking around, finding what the hell you were about, and I thought, nah, this is a man I can get behind. This is a man I can respect. After you have bursted on the scene, I have noticed the major improvement in this community. Even in my console lobbies, I have noticed it as well. It's just
Really?
astronomical. Yeah, I've noticed it here as well. It's last season in particular was probably the most wholesome season I had. Me and my friend, we had probably a game where me and the enemy team just sat on point, just dancing like hell. Like, we just emoted like there's no tomorrow. And we were having a good time. And then someone's like, "Oh, we not fighting?" I'm like, "Nah, we're just vibing here, dude. There's no point." And I thought, all right, okay. And I ended up sitting in overtime for like 5 or 10 minutes. And we just kind of
Yeah,
right.
those I like those games, but I do tend to get a little bit bored
Oh
in the
yeah,
middle
no,
of them, and
that's
then
like
I like, let's go back to what we were doing,
yeah.
because my fun is competition.
Oh yeah, I love that as well. It's
I
like
like having like a good
a good
meaty
challenge.
fight.
Yeah, like you can't go wrong with that. You know, we did the first round. Went right. We're just fighting. No, I don't get me wrong. I enjoyed us being peaceful for a round, but this is the second round. We're doing this right, and their tank went. Okay, I'll go Reinhardt if you go Reinhardt, and I go bet. So, me being the egotistical asshole I am, I like seeing other Ryans. I like seeing other Ryans thinking, yeah, I can maybe take him, or I go, definitely can't take him, still gonna fight him.
Yeah,
Because it's nice to see competition. The only tanks that get my nerve is Doomfister Ball, just because their movement, but it's not down to the character, that's just down to the player being mechanically good.
yeah.
It's when you see a good
I mean, if
Doomfist.
you put me on ball, I'm 0 and
Yeah,
13.
yeah, same. I can't do anything about. I just know to roll around like an idiot.
I
Doom.
did have one quick play game where it was this this person was told to 1v1 me for the game, and the poor guy, it was like best of 3,
Oh,
that's how we usually do it. And the poor guy didn't stand a chance.
I
He
hit.
lost 3-0.
You know, it's
You
it,
know,
it
he was a good sport about
yeah,
it.
yeah, no, that's the thing. It's when you meet the toxic ones that start giving out and blaming their supports. But it's like it's a 1v1, so the supports weren't interfering. But for me, the joy is seeing you Reinhardts. I love seeing people pick up Reinhardt and try to learn them. There was a new Reinhardt in the game. Bless him. I was on break and he kept going in and in and in. I went, dude, you need to pull back. They have a Ramatra. You've got to wait out his punch for him. So I sat there. I tried to help him. I helped him as best as I could, and he thanked me for it. And then he went off on his way. I haven't seen him since. But you know, it's nice to see new players in the game still coming
Oh
in,
yeah.
regardless of Overwatch's reputation at the current moment in time. Especially people who are going, "Oh, Rivals is only making a wake up now." It's like, well, yeah, because before
It's
now,
competition.
it's competition exactly because they didn't have competition before. Most we had was Valorant, and even then, Valorant's more the is very much what a lot of people go towards if they're wanting a calm down, chill, and they don't want overly competitive games. I believe I've not played Valorant a lot. It's never interested me. There's never been a big man with a hammer or a big melee character, so I don't care. I don't care for it.
Yeah, I will never. I can honestly, the God to me, I'll never pick up Valorant
I
ever.
I've played Valorant once and I was bored out of my mind, and I was like,
I've nothing against them, but like I like to die and respawn and keep
oh yeah,
fighting again
100%. Don't get me wrong.
instead of just die and then guess what, you're out of the game.
Don't
Had
get me
way too much
wrong.
fun, buddy.
I went through a Siege phase. I played Siege for about a month straight just because it was my hyperfixation. Came back to the game, thought, right, let's go Widow. After playing such a tactical game for so long, the habits follow you into Overwatch. So I was on Widow. I was holding corners that my teammates, my friends were like, there's no one there. I'm like, you never know, you never know. And they're like, well, I'm like, you never know, and they're gonna come around that corner. And then 90% of the time, no one came around the corners. One time, I looked away from the corner. I got popped in the head. I went, see? See? And I got told to shut because it was one time. But it's, I uploaded a clip ages ago. It's, sitting on Widow, Reaper TP's beside me. I flicked the right headshot him. I got called out for hacks. It's like, I have headphones. I've just
You are
came
also standing completely still after you teleport.
Yeah, I was like, I've just came off a month grind on Siege, so my mind's still very in tune with it. But even more so now, I still rely heavily on audio. Yes, I have eyes that do work, obviously, but I still value the what's it called? I still value headsets. I can't not play without audio.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. If my audio's slightly off, I can't play the game. It's because PlayStation, they introduced a new setting where you can have audio prioritized left and right hearing for different audios, which is handy for me because it helps me differentiate better. But overall, since back to the whole Rivals thing, Rivals is not in the best state at the current moment in time. Because
I
Rivals,
wouldn't know.
from what I'm aware of anyway, I know people who play Rivals. I've seen stuff on Rivals. People have gone and mainly the whole Necro stuff happened, but that's whatever. It's also just mainly the fact that some folk were like, "Oh, what's going on?" Why is everyone? Why is everyone come back to Overwatch all of a sudden? It's like Rivals in such a bad state at the current moment in time. So it is very much one of those things that Rivals is in a poor state. People are going back to Rivals. I feel like Overwatch, sorry. I feel like it's going to be a habit now. If Overwatch goes in a bad state, people will go to Rivals. Rivals in a bad state, people are going to go back to Overwatch.
Yeah,
is how
it's
is how I
it's the
think it
whole
works.
competition thing again because they're gonna be trying to one up each other in one way or another.
Yeah, interesting. I feel like Overwatch needed this competition anyway. They needed it because, honestly, as much as I love Blizzard,
Well, Overwatch,
they were
because
slacking.
they didn't have that competition, they didn't listen to their player base.
No, don't get
Like
me.
even their content creators, they would just ignore because
Yeah,
there's several videos about how bad Overwatch had
yeah,
gotten
exactly.
from
It's
several of their big creators, and it
it's
just kind of went.
likes of Flats. He got to the point where he's like, nah, I'm done. I'm done calling things out because I look like the bad guy. I get labeled the arsehole and all this, even though he's right. He was right in a lot of scenarios. Okay, yeah, there's some he was wrong in, but he's human. We're all going to be wrong
Yeah,
at some point in our life. But it's just the fact is, there's so many content creators going, look, Blizzard, this is wrong, that is wrong. We need to sort this because the players aren't happy about it. And they didn't listen. Rivals came out. They were like, hey, skill trees. You're getting a dumbed down version of that. You're getting perks in your games, which I love perks. I absolutely fucking love them. Reinhardt being able to get over health for a charge damage, it's such a good survivability thing.
it's oh yeah, and his shield making his
It,
his self regeneration
oh yeah,
75% quicker. Well, not 75% quicker, but it comes back 75% quicker.
which is awesome.
Yeah,
But with Brig for a while before Perks was kind of struggling with the healing. So she's got a perk where now makes her Inspire last 3 seconds longer with Whip Shot. Perfection, genuinely perfect. And then she's also got a perk where it increases her Whip Shot damage if they get slammed into a wall, or if the allies in crit health for health packs. So Brig is now probably in the best state she has ever been in Overwatch 2. She's perfectly
yeah, I
balanced.
was about to say not the best state. I mean, you don't
Okay,
remember
we,
her
we,
from
we don't we don't
Overwatch
yeah, we
One.
don't talk about goats. We don't talk about goats, which is what some people are afraid of happening in Stadium. And I was like, don't get me
Oh
wrong,
yeah,
I like Brig, I love Brig, but I hope they don't do that too bad. But Stadium's whole thing is about being just broken beyond belief.
yeah,
Like
just being chaotic beyond all
I've
belief.
I've seen the Sigma gameplay, and it just looks disgusting. Quite frankly, it's like Jesus Christ, what are these devs on? It's like they've deprived them of sleep for 3 days and just riddled them with caffeine.
Yeah, or Coke, whichever is
Yeah,
their
either
poison.
or. And generally, it's just like Jesus Christ, what are these guys on? It's just mental.
Oh yeah,
But it's just there's so many good figures now in this community. There's so many better figures, and it's discussing it with someone, and then it's like likes a Poe and Pipskiki. I can't mind. She's another Brig player. There's a lot of Brig mains popping out of the woodworks right now, which is I love. Oh Jesus! And so you get she's known as the goat Brig Goat IRL because she did the Brig Goats cosplay.
yeah.
I can't Pipsky I think her name is. I can't pronounce it right. She's amazing. She's awesome. The vibe she brings is fucking phenomenal. Same with Poe. Poe is just an absolute gremlin and a half, and it's awesome. There's so many.
I've never seen. I've seen some of the Brig players' TikToks and but I don't know who Poe is.
I'll send you a link later on. But she's funny. Like she's generally funny. She's very down to earth, which is what you love to
But
see.
what does she play?
Berg, she's a Berg main. She'll play anyone.
Oh,
She plays a lot of folks.
okay.
She play like the likes of Lucio, and it's like, how the hell can you play Lucio? The only way I can play Lucio is if I have Sabrina Carpenter blasting in my ears. Is the only way I can play him.
I gotta get white girl music playing in my ear, man.
Oh yeah, it's like
I gotta be 6 drinks deep and white girl music playing in my
yo
ear.
on Lucio going around Sabrina Carpenter. She stops. I'm like, damn it, it stops. And then Rihanna comes on. I'm like, nah, I'm set. I'm good. I'm good. Like, bro, Breaking Dishes
Gotta
came
get back
on.
to gaming.
Yeah, Breaking Dishes came on. I thought, I'm gone. I'm good. I'm good. Then I died
Oh yeah.
6 times in a row, but we don't talk about that. There's a reason I don't touch Lucio. I don't have the mechanical skill necessary. But it's like,
I have the skill to like play Lucio, but I don't have the brain to
yeah,
not
oh no.
play at like a tank. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's my issue.
My poison is I've got to remember I have a speed boost. I leave it on heals way too much. I'm just that
Oh,
paranoid
I leave
about
it on
my heals
speed
not.
boost way too much.
I'm paranoid about my team not get healing. Like I'm that para about like shit. They're not gonna get heals. Oh well. But it's like there's been a lot more Overwatch content creators I became a lot more positive towards. There's a few content creators that have been left behind just because of how they are, which is honestly, people. Some people know who they are. One used to play with flats a lot. There's no point trying to name drop or anything like that because that proves nothing. That kind of goes against what your whole fucking thing is about.
Yeah.
But it's what aggravates me, especially as a console player. It's when people shit on console players, like, oh, console players are so much worse than PC players, blah 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 blah. But it's like that's not the case. PC players,
Sure, I can whip a 180 faster than you. That doesn't make me better than you.
it doesn't make it better than me. No, but no, but realistically, at the end of the day, your right is better than mine. I'm not gonna try and sugarcoat that or let any ego get in the way with that.
I do have quite a few more hours than you on Ryan.
I've got how many? Hold on, this is curiosity. I've got like 206 hours.
I got 461.
Yeah, exactly. You know, time shows.
I have the practice. I mean, I'm level 158 on Ryan.
I love thinking about like level 86 with my sub badge for charge pins being close to level 700. So yeah, you know, you've got the skill of me in paper. And everything. I'm probably on practice as well.
I wouldn't say paper. I wouldn't say skill. What to say?
But
I'd say the experience.
Yeah, there's different experiences. There's going to be areas in Reinhardt going against certain heroes you're more proficient at than I am, and vice versa. It's just the way it's going to work with any hero, you know.
I mean, it's easier for me to block shatters because I got 100 more frames per second.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
And
don't get me wrong, I can sense when a shatter's coming because you can, after I was playing Reinhardt for so many fucking hours,
after playing Reinhardt for so long, someone's trying to set it up.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same with Brig. Brig's a bit more unpredictable, but usually when a Brig's gonna rally, they shift more to the front lines. They overtake their tank because they think, hey, I have rally, I can stun them all. And it's a Brig mentality. Unfortunately, I suffer from that, which is a bit of an annoyance, but it happens. But it's one of those things, It happens. There's different skill gaps. There's different ranks in comp for a reason. End of the day, I don't get the negativity that some GM players have towards bronze players. It's like they're trying.
They're just doing their best.
They're doing their best.
Bronze is the rank that they belong in, and that's the rank they belong in. It doesn't mean that you got to shit on them.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they're any less of a player. I have met some bronze players who have genuinely fucking surprised me with how good they are. And it's like, how the fuck are you still in bronze? And then you just go.
This is a team-based game.
Yeah, exactly.
You win as a team, you lose as a team. You're only as strong as your weakest link.
There is that. And a lot of the bronze players have just turned around and said, "Well, I just don't like comp. I just mainly play quick play."
Oh,
which is,
brother, believe me, I play a lot of quick play.
We don't talk about my quick play. I think I'm like knee deep 819 hours and 260 in comp. So yeah,
I got 941 hours in quick play and only 67 hours in comp.
I don't the only reason why I do comp is for the weapon skins. I don't really care about rank as much as some players do. I've never understood the obsession behind it. I've never understood the obsession behind it. I've never understood it.
It's just like something about holding, like, oh, my rank's higher than yours. Like, I'm gonna hold that over your head.
Yeah,
that means now that I know more than you. It's like mentality.
Yeah, but it's like you'll see some bronze players or even unranked players, and they know they're at times a lot better than GM. I've gone up against GM players, and sometimes GM players lobbies are kind of easier. And then you go down the bronze lobbies, and then you get those odd few bronze lobbies. It feels like you're playing top 500, and it's like, what the fuck? It's mental.
No, I've never been in a bronze lobby personally. I don't think I've had bronze teammates. I let people play with me on stream.
Yeah, the only bronze players ranks I've been in is probably tank and damage. my biggest skill issue is damage. I've never once been bronze for support. Never once.
I've never once been bronze, I don't think.
For a while I suffered with teething issues coming from support to like the tank, because there's always going to be teething issues in new roles, just how it works. It's one of those things, unfortunately. But unfortunately, it is just what it is, you know. This just turned into more of a podcast than a fucking interview, isn't it? That's right. But it is. But you know, it boils down to the fact that realistically, at the end of the day, Snap, your influence has been just monumental in this fucking community. It is unreal. The amount of people that have, the amount of change that has happened, the amount of less toxicity, it is really apparent in my cases. You know, you get recognized, you'll get recognized in your games and all that type of shit, which is what it
What's
is.
great about that is I could fade into obscurity like today,
Yeah.
and knowing that the impact that I've had, I'd still be okay with that.
You still be okay, but you might fail up the street. There'd still be people there who know the name, who know what you've done. That's the thing. There has been content creators that have faded into obscurity past, but there are some people like, hey, you do realize he caused this, and she did this, and they helped this and that, you know. So realistically, end of the day,
Well,
if
I
you
wouldn't take any credit for
no,
what I've done.
but
Like
I
it's only up to the people who listen to my quote unquote message
yeah,
that put it into practice that really like
yeah, I mean,
affect the game.
I think your message is turning more into a crusade at this point. And it's because of likes of you. I never would have met the Miguel O'Hara lover rhythm. I never would have met her. Never would have been introduced to her if it wasn't because of your streams and all this. And I talk to them quite regularly, and they're a really good person. And it's just originally it went from me going, yeah, you know, fuck it, I'll be better than Shell Bebob, to me now going, nah, I'm gonna be better than Snap. I'm gonna do what Snap does. That is the way I am. Because it's like my brain goes, no, this person's better than you. You will try to be better than them. It's the only thing you will do, and you will kind of go, no, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it. I don't care. So
I think you should look at it as a not. I'm gonna be better than you.
yeah.
It's I want to be better than myself tomorrow
Yeah. Don't get me
than I
wrong.
was today.
Don't get me wrong. It's like I'll have Overwatch games. I'll sit on my bed at night and I'm thinking. I could be in a call with someone and they're just like, "Why the hell are you so silent?" I'm like, "Well, I'm running through stuff in my head." And my mate one point went, "So," and he's like, "You better not be thinking about that fucking Overwatch game we lost." I'm like, "I am. I can't help it. It's what I do." And he's like, "No matter what you think you could have done, you only could do it what you did at the time." I'm like, "That's
It,
the
it's
point."
it's
Um,
unfortunate, but
yeah,
like
you lose.
it's
You'll always
nothing you can do.
you don't learn anything from winning. You can learn a lot from losing, which is entirely true. You can win,
Yeah.
and you go, I did really well that game. But if you look at someone who lost, let's say someone went against you, and you lost, you could go, oh shit, they did this better than I did. Right, okay, I know what that fault is in my play. I can pick up on it again and stop that from happening. Which is the
Yeah.
good thing about the Overwatch mentality. Like, since Overwatch is such a competitive game, a lot of players have that. It's lower rank, lower elo players will struggle with that at first, but it's something you can only pick up within time. At one point, there was a number one Brig player. I went to them. I was like, how the fuck did you do that well in Brig? One tricking, like I just watched my own VODs back. I watched my own VODs. I learned from my mistakes, and I kept going, which is all you can do,
Yeah.
which is the best thing you can do. And but yeah, your skin is just now unanimously known as your one. The rose heart, it's yours. It's how people see you. It's how they see you. It's how they recognize you. And for me, I was like, right, okay, because I went for a while. I was using the rose heart skin. I was like, oh, I like it. That was shit. And I had been asked a few times, oh, is it Snap's alt account? I was like, no, two completely separate guys. You're getting us
I mean,
severely mixed
I
up.
do have an alt account, but I could have bought the pink skin because I got it from the Maximilian's vault
Oh,
on the alt account, but I did not. And he is just a Overwatch 1 gray, no gold weapon skin.
yeah.
So yeah,
It's just, and then I was searching, and I was like, what skin could I make my own? What skin really speaks to me? And then I thought, well, Baldric. You know, the cinematic with Baldric and Reinhardt is the reason why I started playing Reinhardt the most. So, logic sense. I have now gone, nope, Baldric's my skin. I rarely change it. I don't like coming off a Baldric because it doesn't feel right to me, you know? It feels alien wearing a different skin. As weird as that is, really, as weird as that is, and it's just my mentality has shifted so much with Overwatch mainly because you know you're like, hey, more positivity, let's fucking go, but also because it sounds so stupid. Because at All Might at the same time, it's like he wouldn't give a shit who the hell you are. He's saving you regardless. You know,
yeah.
it's just one of those things. So, but no, I'm not going to keep you here any longer because I think we've been rambling that long. I think, oh
It's
yeah,
alright, man.
I think almost 40 minutes and counting we've been rambling on. So I'm not going to keep you here any longer. You're obviously busy. Either I've also got a mate I need to grab a
You need
hold
to
of.
sleep, man.
It is
It's a
currently
big day, right?
for me 12 a.m. It's 12 a.m.
Yeah.
for me on Saturday night. But no, it has been a pleasure.
Well, it's just Sunday night now.
Sunday, yeah, by Sunday morning, by technicality, if it would be that pedantic. But yeah, no, it has been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
You know, there'll be more interviews in the future anyway. But no, you know, I'll the video, all that. I'll link you and everything. Like, obviously, it's only right.
Please do. I'd love to see it.
Yeah. So thank you. This was I am the Snap. Probably one of the better Reinhardt players out there. So yeah, go find him, or you're gonna get bonked in the face with a giant fucking axe.